to heaven.exe. Our training simulator will help prepare you for your inevitable yet incredibly special transition into the afterlife. Please sit back, relax, close your eyes. You are drifting into the light.
dear. Hi, Dorian. What's gone on with my camera? That's better. Hi, Riley. Okay. So, last time my computer fully crashed while we were looking for some Chaos Cultist business. So let's get back into it, and hopefully this time we don't crash. What the hell is happening to the screen? Why are the portraits cut off? What is that? What am I picking up there? Bizarre. I don't know what OBS is doing, but it's weird. Some of the screen's going to be cut off. That's fine. I'll figure it out before next time. Oh, that's something. Oh, it didn't save after I'd looted these guys. Okay. Oh shoot, I don't have the audio going. Okay, there's another symbol. Sorry about the birds, but that's fun, isn't it? It's, you know, springtime, it's cheery.
Embrace true
This ocular
power.
implant was a worthwhile investment.
And it breaks up the silence when I don't have anything to really say.
I tread a path unexplored.
The man with a shaggy mop of dark hair is dressed and armed about as well as everyone else in here, and yet he is unmistakably the leader. He takes a step toward you. He chuckles. He spreads his arms wide in a welcoming gesture. My guests, what a joy it is to see you in my humble refuge. I see you've come here to be introduced to the truth. Which will you choose then? Words or fire and metal? Abelard, would you kindly inform this bandit vermin that we've come to execute him? Oh, I love that option. You've ruled over all of Footfall with fear. That is a serious achievement. I could do with people like that? No. If you have something to say, then say it. I will. Your time has passed. All of you. Bureaucrats, the Kazbalika, rogue traders, conceited aristocracy, and other worthless trash, all of you will soon burn. Do you even know what our name means, outsider? Footfall calls us the Anvers. They do not stop to look, listen, and learn. Auxilio non veniet. Help will not come. The maw has closed. The Coronus Expanse is on its own now. A new era has come, and we are its sovereigns. Oh, I forgot he does this. This bullshit.
Your existence is naught but ashes.
I'll bleed you dry.
Oh, Cassia. Cassia, why do you keep going first? Just sit there, okay? No, stop that. I'm going to put Argent there. Get Idira behind the wall. Get Pascal there. Or maybe there? Yeah, I think there's a good spot for Pascal. Alright, off we go.
I'm afraid not.
Oh, you have to have line of sight. Ugh.
Be careful not to cross my gaze.
Let's pump
If I
up
may.
Abelard a little. Hold on, I'm just going to turn the audio up a little bit. Okay, I think that's better.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Hold on.
I wish I knew why OBS was doing that.
At your beck and call. One fewer target.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Victory is reduced to dust.
Oh, that was beautiful. Yes, taunting scream, please.
Indeed.
Time to slaughter someone.
I love when friendly fire does half the work for me.
Ah! Let's make it quick.
Okay. Can you go right there? And we're gonna put
I will
forwarding on
triumph.
Abelard as per usual. Yeah, that sounds good for now. Is anyone bunched up? Ooh, you fellows are bunched up.
Running binary code vital function successfully terminated.
I think we're good for now.
Let's get to it.
No, come into melee range. That's gonna work out really well for you.
It's nothing. I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
Can you do a run and gun, please?
I'll do it.
Good. Okay. Ooh. High momentum. Put a forewarning in our
Will
agenda.
do.
Just because I feel like she's pretty exposed and she doesn't really have... God, I can't get over the icon for that ability. Where'd the guy... Oh, there he is. Okay.
Not the Scryer's job.
Okay. Okay. Is he in range if you go there? No, there. Ah, okay, he's just out of range. Alright.
No! These ruby flashes are choking me. Isn't this a job for
Abelard
the
another
serfs?
turn. Get him out of the fire.
At your beck and call.
And get you out of... Get you into
Emperor,
cover.
give me strength.
I've suffered worse.
Out of my way.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Girl, you've got to be better at dodging and blocking. See? Take a lesson from Abelard.
One fewer target.
Nice! Well done. Oh, very well done. Get his ass.
I will do my duty. At your beck and call.
And then can you do brace for impact? Yes, please. Okay.
Hold on. Here we go.
An exemplary strike.
Who do I have? Ooh, I like that. Yes, let's do
One
that.
step closer.
The veil degradation isn't too bad so far.
The scriptural prognosis.
Oh! Oh, it's so fun when Pascal just absolutely pastes someone. Get you over
The
here,
enemies
please.
of the Emperor will be undone.
0 damage is very nice, yes. Yes, exactly. He is disgusted by everyone else's flesh.
Each strike is a prayer.
My prescience has failed me.
Emperor, deliver us!
I'm just gonna pop you right there. And then you're gonna give Abelard another turn.
Do not dare
Again.
ask.
No, come on. Alright.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet. If only that were possible.
Girl, come on.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
No matter the cost. Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
Just
Victory is
get
imminent.
him.
At your back and grey hair, sure hand. Reduced to dust.
Okay.
A tactically sound approach. It will be done.
Is that all of them? No. Where the hell is the last one? Hello? Oh, there you are.
Scared yet?
My ears are ringing. I've seen worse battles than this in my time. Indeed.
Damage is negligible.
Yeah. I'm just swinging on through all the way back to Abelard's turn.
Suffering is part of the trial.
Just a minor setback. Follow my lead. Victory is imminent. I will do my duty.
It's too far for lightning. But let's see. Yeah, just out of range. Okay.
Request the Omnissiah.
Oh. Explodes you.
Martyrdom is a reward.
No, it is not.
Don't frighten me.
Stop mocking me.
There we go. I think I'm just going to turn the sound up just a touch more. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Oh, that's an eye patch. I thought it was, something else. Ooh. Yes. Okay. Look at that. Look at this fancy man with his red and gold sword. Ooh. More loot.
Searching is my observance.
We're supposed to get rain tonight, so I've got a little bit of a headache, but I don't think it will affect anything. Okay. Now we have to find the fucking chaos cultists.
We should deal with this. Attention to detail is the key to success.
A revelation was sent to me.
Ooh. Over there. Well, that's certainly something. Oh, for crying out loud. Oh?
The whispers told me how.
I do really dislike this
Powers
searching for
uncover
this.
my path.
I feel like I always end up just running in circles for ages on this quest. It's annoying.
The world will bow.
This ocular implant was a worthwhile
And it's
investment.
not very fun to watch, I don't imagine.
We should
How
deal with this.
fascinating.
Over there!
Yep, that's another one. Oh, thank you.
Let's seize the opportunity.
tree, right there.
Look no
Oh,
further.
for crying out loud.
I am not afraid to embrace the revelations that make others shriek and cover. That is the difference between me and ignorant filth. Embrace true power.
Attention to detail is the key to success.
What did you spot? Oh, another one.
I tread a path unexplored.
Well, I think this away is Jai's stuff, so... we'll do that, and then we'll continue searching. I guess. Oh, should we level up? Let's level up. I like that. Ugh, yes. I love that Abelard gets the, ready to serve ability. Ooh, I like that, yes. Hi, Neves. We are falling footily. Right now, I am just doing some quick level ups. And then I think, yes, this is where Jai's stuff is. That man was drifting there for a moment.
Powers unseen uncover my path.
Is aiding a smuggler an endeavor worthy of a rogue trader?
Argenta, what do you think a rogue
You're
trader
just
is?
jealous. She swigs Armasec and wears revealing clothes, while your only outlet is praying.
Argenta, tell me right now, what do you think a rogue trader does?
Your struggles are in vain.
Spare none of them!
let's not go next to exploding barrels, actually. I think that sounds like a good strategy for surviving.
I know what I'm doing, usually.
I'm not injured. I'm enraged.
I don't think it was implied that anyone prays nude. I think that was just
Rejoice in
Idira
battle.
saying that Argenta's jealous that
Faith without
smugglers
deeds is
like
worthless.
Jai
None
do
can
things
seek the
other than
Emperor's
just
judgment.
pray, like a Sister of Battle.
Doubt is for the weak. I'll do it.
Ooh, that's poison. I should not have done that.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. It will be done. Indeed. At your beck and call.
Let's make it quick. Let's get to it.
Good job, idiot.
I'm in, maggot.
Ugh! Pain and duty go hand
Out
in
of my
hand.
way. Let's get to it.
I need no guidance. I will triumph.
Hold on. Here we go.
And the thing about playing on story mode is I can be as bad at building characters as I want.
Show me what you've got.
I've suffered worse.
Let's make it quick.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do Machine Spirit Banishment on that.
Running binary override.
Excellent. Who doesn't? Really, who doesn't enjoy a good Abelard grunt every now and again?
Request approved.
They are excellent grunts.
Let's get to it.
Well,
Let's
that's less
get
than
to it.
ideal. But you know who's not
Out
stoned.
my way.
That is foolishness. Isn't this a job for the...
Watch my back. Going somewhere?
Thanks, Jaya. I figured that out.
Never fight fair.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Kasha.
One fewer target.
Oh! Oh, well done. Oh, very well done.
There is movement in the Empyrean.
Can you get that guy through there? No.
No can do.
Okay.
I took care of this
Oh!
one.
Very
Let's
well
get
done,
to it.
Abelard.
Hold on.
Let's get to it.
I think you've just got these two left, yeah.
Here we go.
Stop hitting me, Ashmog.
Living on the edge. Going somewhere?
Yay! Okay, I think that combat went really well. I mean, we're all alive, so it must have. I might trade out Cassia for Jai once we get her fully. What, we're just going to leave your priceless cargo here unattended? Alright, let's go. Stop right there, in the name of the liege. Your Excellency, please forgive my vehemence, most noble Alicia. I never expected to encounter such eminent persons in this corner of Footfall. Most noble Excellency. I am Vladimir Tokara's personal agent. I came here to remove from criminal circulation a shipment, the distribution of which is banned in the lanes of Footfall. Horrendous xeno-heresy that has been fraudulently delivered to a bastion of the Holy Imperium. I do not doubt for a moment, most noble Alicia, that your presence here is merely a misunderstanding brought about by another's manipulations. It's too great a coincidence that the Liege's representative should arrive in the Shadow Quarters just after Jai has recovered her rightful spoils. It seems that the guards reported the problems with the shipment over the Vox, and not to just anyone, but to the Liege's personal agent. Vladimir Tokara knew about the shipment from the start and planned to take it for himself and get rid of Jai if he could. Behold, the grubby, underhanded struggle between cold traders. And had it not been for your impromptu deal struck in the bar, Vladimir might have succeeded. This cargo belongs to the von Valencius dynasty. Is Lord Tokara trying to encroach upon the property of a rogue trader? No, your ladyship. I beg you to forgive this wretched serf. A terrible misunderstanding. 1,000 apologies. I won't disturb you further. God, it's crazy that you can just fucking shoot her. A rogue trader could use someone with your talents and connections. I would like to see you in my retinue. Well, that's just not your decision to make, is it, Abelard? An almost lecherous once-over. I think it's so funny how down bad Jai is for Argenta. When I do something and why is solely my decision to make, and I'm not going to explain my reasons to anyone. Yeah, let's have her get a little more comfortable in her role as a rogue trader. I mean, she's probably gonna have a panic attack about that later, but it's a nice rush for now. Profit factor gained 2. Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna swap out Cassie for Jai just to see how she's doing.
The world will bow.
Too bad I never leave debts unpaid.
Okay, yeah, let's give her Grand Strategist. Okay, and then I'm going to save. We're going to figure out where this fucking chaos hideout is. How the fuck does a minivan have an engine that loud? Aha! Right there.
Beneath my feet. Empyrean guides my gaze.
Well, that was awfully convenient.
I see the forbidden.
I woke up with a feeling of wonder, as if a field of flowers was blossoming nearby. A child was saved from death. 1,000 heretics were burning alive, begging and sobbing and howling.
Okay, thank you for sharing, Argenta.
Cast your eye there. The Emperor favors me today. Duty prevails. I better myself through my service.
Is that all the traps? I think that's all the traps. Okay. There. Okay. Alicia and Idira are going to be useless in this fight because there is so much warp incursion already, and I really don't like risking the effects of warp stuff.
Your existence is naught but ashes.
All of you will bleed!
So I'm just gonna tuck them back there and everyone else is gonna do things. That looks like a good setup to me.
Tell me.
It could do worse, but not by much.
Yes, let's...
I can
get
do
these
that with the right
sorcerers out of the
incentive.
way. An extra tentacle has done many things to many people.
Just a minor setback.
Death to non-believers! Death to the weak!
Vital function
Oh, shit.
successfully terminated.
I will do my...
Well done, Pascal.
It will be done. Victory is imminent. At your beck and call.
I'll do it. Eradicate it. Doubt is for the weak. I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Girl, come on.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
Such is the will of chaos.
LOL.
I
LMAO.
serve the ruinous powers!
Oh, is that my blood?
Oh, 100%. 100% he's a powerhouse.
Activate
Right
calculated
there.
fury algorithm.
Check this out.
Running binary. The Omnissiah
Oh.
condemns you.
Beautiful. Wait, I never switched him to the hammer. Oh, I have to fix that.
This battlefield air is good for my lungs.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Nope. That one. Thank
It
you.
will be done.
Faith without deeds is worthless. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Don't fucking shoot at my seneschal.
Purpose guides me.
Good job. Good job, Alicia.
I venerate you, machine spirit.
Does machine spirit banishment work on the pink horror? No. Okay.
You've got a problem? I've got a prize.
We're just chipping away at it now.
You are
Oh!
target.
Well, oh right, they fucking split.
My place is
Right
at the
there.
fore.
Doubt is for the weak. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Argenta! Come on!
God Emperor, move through me! Be the fire in my heart! I'll do it.
Girl.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
My vow is to some insignificant value.
Oh, that was beautiful. Oh, that was beautiful. That was so well done. Patting myself on the back. To a Lorgar? Of course you know them. I recognize you too, lackey of the corpse on the throne. Haven't you already experienced the power of the true god? Didn't you flee from us, shedding tears? The heretic must be interrogated. What do you want to know, servants of the corpse emperor? The names of my brethren? How many of us there are? Where we are? I will tell you myself. We are myriad and we are everywhere. Soon, very soon, you will hear our voices. And when you hear them at your back, so close you can feel our breath, then you will know the power of a true god. I love when you call people vermin, Abelard. What is a ganglia? Does anybody know? Who or what is this true god you keep mentioning? You will know in time. How do you know Argenta? Not on Footfall. In another place. She flew right in, like a bird into a snare. Salus Prime. What is he talking about? Ooh, okay. Nerve cluster, that's interesting. I will look it up after the stream. I just don't want to be on my phone right now. Ships and maps, roads and doors, we have them all, but our paths are not for you. The true god spins his web, and you are but a fly caught in it. But where is the spider? End him. Okay, bye, Riley. Have a good time playing Caves of Cud, or whatever. You can kill me, servants of the Corpse Emperor, but you can't stop the victory of the true god. The edge of daybreak is nigh, and the hour of his triumph approaches. Is that everything? I think that's everything. Ooh.
This Explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
Ooh. Oh, I like that. Let's give that to Alicia. She deserves it. Qu'est-ce que c'est ça? I just want to see what he looks like with it. Oh, it's boring. Okay. Ah, handsome man. Okay. Nothing else in here? Okay. I'm sure a lot of people would like to talk about Pascal's functionalities. I think we can head back to the ship now. I think we're all done here on Footfall. We can finally head onwards. This way, yes.
Embrace true power.
Back to the ship. Unit Opticon 22 extends his official greetings and invites you to a synchronous communication. Convergence point, Dock Alpha Rho. Topic of communication, discharge of contract Logisticar Theta. Theodora made that 25 years ago. Quite a while. Hold on. Hold on. Sorry. I'm just, taking a screenshot of that so I can translate that binary later. A tall, hunched tech priest stares at you unblinkingly. A breathing mask conceals his gaunt features. The skin on his hands is of a sickly gray hue, while his augments show signs of combat damage and are plated in black chromium, giving him a general air of lugubriousness. Initiating identification procedure. This unit is defined as Logis Opticon 22 and is a fully authorized representative structural part of the Cognizance Fleet and the priesthood of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Access has been granted to the following options: information exchange, strengthening of diplomatic links, trade deals, donations. Initiating official greeting procedure for esteemed high-value visitors. Glory, success to House von Valancius. Requesting information exchange regarding contractual obligation Logisticar Theta. I received an invitation to a meeting. Confirmed. I wish to discharge or reciprocally validate the mutual contractual obligation designated Logisticar Theta. Under the contractual obligation in question, 34.761 Terran cycles ago, the Explorer Cognizance fleet received from representatives, authorized units of the Von Valencius dynasty, a volume of high-grade promethium equal to the fuel capacity of 6 Tantalian void tankers. Oh, Abelard, you are so sassy. The stipulated payment reciprocal offering from the Cognizance fleet can be made to Von Valencia's assets at the current time, after which the contractual obligation will be fulfilled, archived. Confirm your status regarding acceptance of the payment reciprocal offering. I wonder if this guy using the synonyms like that is meant to be a reference to Skaven. I confirm I am willing to accept the payment. The request is accepted. The sacred machines will be loaded into the hold of your vessel. The contractual obligation Logisticar Theta is concluded. The Cognizance fleet thanks House Von Valencius for its cooperation. I must take my leave. I want to get off of this fucking station. You again. Greetings, interrogator. To what do I owe the pleasure of this latest visit? Disturb indeed. Hold on, I have to take a minute to just kind of breathe. I'm a little lightheaded after Admech. Speaking of Admech, do you want to hear something funny? So, when you go... Hi, Riley. When you go to that one Forge world in the lead up to going back to Mundus Valencius, what's it called? Whatever. The Forge world that you go to in the lead up to getting back to Dargonis. The first time I was playing this game, I'd been playing for 9 hours because it got a fucking chokehold on me. And so I was on the Forge world, and I was in the middle of a fight with some of the heretics there, and my entire computer crashed. The bad mech crashed my fucking computer. Yeah, Heinrichs is talking. All I got from that is ridding ourselves of this snitch won't be easy. Yeah. Heinrichs, would you mind translating the torrent of verbiage you just unleashed upon me? I really can't say no, can I? What exactly caused this need to rejoin my crew? I, Rogue Trader Alicia von Valencius, welcome the agents of the Golden Throne aboard my ship and take on the responsibility of assisting him in the fight against the evil that threatens humanity. Yeah, not for long, buddy. Not for long. I have said it before, and I will say it again. I think I would like Heinrichs a lot more if I could berserk him. I would be Griffith in this scenario. Blah, blah, blah. Yes. Finally. You're right, Riley. You're very right. Everyone in this setting needs to just smoke some weed. Except the Slaanesh cultists, because they do enough of that already. God, yes, absolutely we do. I want to Slaanesh all my companions. The inspection of the ship systems is complete. The tech priests are reporting the machine spirits are calm and satisfied. Everything is ready for onward travel, except there is an issue you must be made aware of. I have been studying the records left by the vessel's previous navigator. I wanted to double-check the route to Dargonis and discovered that it does not match the one recorded in the Atlas. It is more than a minor warp fluctuation. The route has been wiped out. It can no longer be used for traveling. To make matters worse, I started checking the paths from the Atlas one after the other and saw the same thing everywhere. The warp is roiling with an ominous storm, bursting with vivid and screaming colors. It will not hinder our movement, but all previous knowledge is now utterly useless. I love that she just wants to shoot the warp storms. It's so endearing to me, somehow. Now we can be certain that problems with astropathic communication in the Coronus Expanse are no coincidence. There is a warp disturbance in your way, Lord Captain. It is swallowing messages and disrupting familiar routes. This means you need to locate the key worlds of the Von Valencia's protectorate as soon as possible. I am talking about Janus, Dargonis, and Kiavagama. Charting new routes so they can be reached and restoring control will be the necessary next step. Tell me about Janus. Abelard, what is your opinion? Which world should we deal with first? Rediscovering the Agro world will supply your protectorate with something none of your servants can do without: sustenance. The importance of basic supplies should not be underestimated. Just look at Footfall in its current pitiful state. On the other hand, I am concerned by the rumors concerning Kiavagama. There have been no problems on Janus for many years, but something is very wrong with the industrial world right now. Delay may cost us the entire planet. Very well, our course is clear. Do my officers have any other issues that require immediate attention? That's all. Okay. So, where do we want to go first? Janus or Kiavagama? I always do Dargonis last. So, Janus or Kiavagama first?
Lord Captain? A noble aspiration, Lord Captain. I am ready to acquaint you with all the particulars that interest you. In the first instance, you should treat official representatives of the Imperium with respect. The Expanse may be on the fringes, but it still numbers among the territories of the Golden Throne.
A fun change of setting.
The arrival of the Lord Inquisitor has turned the Coronus Expanse into a less wild and uncontrolled region, to the regret of some individuals
did
who
it
had grown
change if
inured to the
depending on the order that you go in?
Rogue traders such as yourself are also servants of the Imperium. They have been accorded special rights and powers. They wield immense authority within their territory, and they enjoy absolute respect in other parts of the Expanse. The most powerful of them are Kalagos Winterscale and Incendia Bastal Chorda. Tread carefully when dealing with either of them. If we are to speak of unclaimed territory, which is what Footfall is, among the scum that dwells on that handful of asteroids, there are 3 factions that wield considerable influence in the sector. The first is the Kazbala Commission, organized crime in its most primitive form. It holds sway over the Liege of Footfall, and has links to Rogue Trader Winterscale. The second faction is an offshoot of our shining ecclesiarchy, followers of St. Drusus. They are actively building their forces, and hold influence over Rogue Trader Chorda. And finally, the third faction, the Explorators, a wing of the Adeptus Mechanicus. They are willing to die and kill for the secrets of the ancient technological heresies that are hidden among the stars of the Coronis Expanse.
Okay, so, someone to be a tiebreaker. I'm gonna say goodbye to Abelard, or I'll just sit here talking to him for ages.
As you wish, Lord Captain. Lord Captain.
Of utmost urgency is restoring communication with your planets and bestowing the wisdom of your decrees upon their stewards, developing colonies, claiming new territories, and establishing trade links. All this is now your privilege and burden. Okay. Qu'est-ce que c'est? The station's airlocks have been sealed from the inside. A Vox recording is stating that the priesthood of the Altar Templum Calixis Extension 17 Sanctuary have no desire to communicate with the laity and are refusing access to guests on the basis of the Adeptus Mechanicus' privilege of inviolability, granting them sole jurisdiction over their sacred sites. All right. Fine. Someone be a tiebreaker quick. Yes, I know how warp travel works. Are we going to Giannis or Kiavagama first? Okay. No, what do you mean? What the heck? Oh, I have to hit the button. I forgore. The ship's senior officers request an audience with you. They are humbly awaiting you on the bridge. Don't crash. Don't crash. Yeah, this is fun. And we get to meet Irliette. you don't meet any companions on Kiavagama. If I may request your attention for a moment, I must report a series of highly dangerous violations that have taken place in the fuel compartment. The Master-at-Arms is ignoring my demands, and I am thus forced to appeal directly to you. The Fuelers have founded a sect of some kind. This group practices fire worship of the Emperor and has been burning promethium near the fuel lines. I beg you to stop this madness before we all go up in flames. No incidents in the fuel compartment so far, and the beliefs of this sect do not affect... Oh! I have that on my Steam wish list, but I'm not getting it yet because it's still in early access, and I don't buy early access games. They're burning my promethium? The amount of residue accumulated in the drainage tanks was so laughably small that it was not even worth recording. If there were any real misappropriation of the ship's resources happening here, I would have already punished those involved, Lord Captain. Does the Ecclesiarchy recognize this cult, or is it considered heretical? Let Confessor Adalbert be the judge of such business. No heresy festering in the fuel compartment. The sect of the Fire Prophecies has been tested for purity and found to be in accordance with the creed. Their leader, who calls himself the Oracle of Fire, is devout and submissive to his servants. I'm not going to say it. Their leader, who calls himself the Oracle of Fire, is devout... I said that already. They do not twist the sacred teachings, and as for their chosen forms of worship, these are neither rare nor remarkable. Does this Oracle of Fire really make prophecies? Oh, yes, I think you told me about that. Or maybe I saw it already when I was going through my Steam recommendations. Who can say? It sounds vaguely familiar. At least he and his flock believe that the Emperor reveals glimpses of the possible future to him in the sacred flame. Occasionally, his visions do come true, or so his followers convince themselves. We do not know whether the grace of the God Emperor truly lies upon him, or if he is merely a charlatan, or perhaps a blissful lunatic, or... Oh shit! Did that guy get a new portrait as well? A wicked rogue who possesses psychic power not tempered by his will. Lord Captain, as choir master of the Astropathic Choir, I must be watchful of any threats to the ship's safety originating from the Immaterium. I have heard rumors about this oracle, and so I have sent my adepts to see him. They assert that the man is a psyker. This man who speaks to the warp is a danger to himself and to the entire vessel. Hey! Do you not see the big fucking staff that your Lord Captain is carrying? Both law and common sense dictate that he should be thrown into a holding cell, tranquilized, and handed over to the Inquisition to be sent to Holy Terra. Alternatively, you may also dispose of him in some other way. You and I have not yet had the pleasure of conversing. I beg your forgiveness, but I seldom leave the chapel to interfere in the affairs of the ship. My duty requires that I keep constant vigil as I direct the arrival and departure of messages across the boundless void. But, given that this incident has already demanded my interference, I thought it a good opportunity to introduce myself and pay my respects to you. I know just how to handle this cult. Since Confessor Adalbert and Mistress Sourback have attested that those people are obedient and free of fault, I will not ban their teaching. And then that can be another little chaos. That can swoop into another little chaos cult when Alicia eventually goes chaos. And that will be fun, won't it? Chaos cultists worshipping fire? That can only turn out well. According to the telemetry, the parameters of this system match those of Telecos Epsilon, home to the agri-world Yunus that belongs to the von Valancius dynasty. We have received a Vox message from the planet. The agri-world's governor officially welcomes the Rogue Trader and reports that she has begun preparations for a formal reception to celebrate the arrival of the planet's sovereign. Your subjects are looking forward to your visit. Well then, off we go. Only good things can be happening on a peaceful agri-world. Do I want to swap out anyone for... Maybe let's swap out Idira for Kibella. A manageable amount. Hold on. A lavishly dressed noblewoman in an opulent silk gown. Gem-encrusted implants protrude from her arms and neck. I welcome you on behalf of the noble house Vyat Ab Aram. My name is Vistenzia Janth Vyat Ab Aram of Coronis. By the grace of the Emperor and the will of the Rogue Trader Theodora von Valancius, I serve as planetary governor and imperial commander-in-chief of this world. And greetings to you, noble Versarian. It has been years since your last visit to Yunus. I am glad to see you again. Oh, they fucked. Oh, she wants to fuck him, but he's not having it. I hear praise in those words, and I thank you for them. In truth, your arrival in the place of the esteemed Lady von Valancius is quite unexpected. I hope my coming in Theodora's stead has not disappointed you too much. Not in the least, your ladyship. On the contrary, I am delighted after all these years to once again welcome to my world...
Oh, Janus!
The absurdity of your struggle amuses me.
The Emperor is with us!
Ooh, Jai's first. Okay, that's fun. Oh, and these guys are even all nicely lined up. Look at that.
Don't get too cocky. Going somewhere? I can do that, with the right incentive.
Quick, quick!
What's her... Yes! This thing. Oh, it's so fun.
I
It's so
am your
stupid and so
blade
fun.
and shield. I would that I could.
What? What do you mean, no suitable path to reach the target? Oh, within 3 cells. Okay. Oh! She has to kill someone first. Never
I
mind.
bring mercy and retribution. Let your soul be purged.
I can't stand it.
Reading damage to Oak.
Weapon at the ready. Ah, death to the heretics.
Hey? What's going on with that camera
Let's
angle?
make it quick.
Time to slaughter someone!
Ugh! Curse her!
Yeah.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury!
Why are you doing so little damage, Argenta?
I'll do it.
You have a fucking bolter.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. At your beck and call. Ah, an exemplary strike. Victory is... I took care of this one.
Well done,
Let's get to it.
Abelard.
Out my way.
Oh, you and your fucking stun grenades.
Descend upon the weak. I will triumph. Ruin beckons.
The scriptural problem vulnerability analysis successful.
Good job, Pascal. Yeah, you all
I know
just
what I'm doing.
line.
Usually. Don't get too cocky. Aw, you're no fun. Tell me, and it is done.
Oh.
A dance of blades and shadows. This goes against the tenets. As honor, death is a blessing.
That's gonna be my new hit YA series. A dance of blades and shadows?
I cannot serve you in this way.
What do you mean, no suitable path to reach
Show
the
me
target?
what you've got.
What the fuck does that mean?
How'd you like this? The enemies of the Emperor will be undone! Each strike is a prayer. Doubt is for the weak.
Let's get to it.
Does he already have? He already has forewarning.
I
Okay.
need no guidance.
Where did that? There he is. Okay, let's take care of that grenadier fella.
Running
He's a
binary
problem.
override.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Stay vigilant. Die!
A moving target lives longer. Am I getting paid for this? Going somewhere?
Nice job, Jar.
I will leave footprints of scarlet. I shall not fail. No.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Get him.
Follow my lead. It will be done.
Oh, beautiful.
Request approved.
Thank you,
Break
Pascal.
them up.
Never fight
Oh,
fair.
also beautiful.
A tactically sound approach.
Let's get to it.
Can you just melt them, please, Pascal? Please just melt
Beyond
them.
desire knows all.
Ah,
Comprehends all.
so close.
Follow my lead.
So close to a melting. Does Jai have them in line of sight now? No. Okay. If I move her here, does she have them in line of sight?
Watch my back.
Also no. Okay. Let's just set this up so they don't really have anywhere to go.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
Yay! Okay. Furthering the plot. Emperor, preserve us. Are you all right? And where did Governor Vyatt go? Oh, fine, lead on. My entourage will accompany me in my meeting with the governor. There is nothing suspicious about this room. Your ladyship, accept my abject apologies for the reprehensible stunt that spoiled the reception. Even in my worst nightmares, I could have never imagined. A death cultist? My, how unexpected. Must someone face severe punishment in the Emperor's name? You can stop apologizing, Vistenza. I'm not offended. Your local foss is of no concern to me. I am in urgent need of provisions from Giannis. Yeah, you can stop apologizing. I'm not offended. Thank you, your ladyship. Believe me, I am infinitely sorry that the troubles of Janus have reached us even here, the most protected place on Janus. Doggedly trying not to turn her head towards you, but it is obvious she is watching you through her lowered lashes. Footfall Station is on the verge of starvation. Can Janus supply the people there with provisions? Yes and no, your ladyship. If the question is, can such an expansive and fertile world as this one feed a few thousand void rats? Of course it can. We lose more provisions to gnawing pests every cycle than those on Footfall could eat in their entire lives. But can we ship said provisions to Footfall? Not a chance. Any cargo shuttle that leaves the surface will be a target for attack. The rebels will not hesitate to bring it down, sending flaming debris over the capital. Our silos could become targets for sabotage. Food could be poisoned or mined. The logistics of transporting supplies to Footfall will only be possible once the uprising has been completely crushed. One of your wardens helped us in battle. A superb shot. Who was it? You must be referring to Erliette, our chief ally in the struggle against the rebels. I have turned a blind eye to her horrific mutations, given the undoubted advantages she brings. You see, Erliette comes from the local degenerate stock of this world, and knows Janus like the back of her hand, so she has provided several leads as to where we can find bases and secret storehouses. Although I admit that at times I am tempted to send her away from the estate, her unnaturalness means that speaking with her always leaves me feeling uneasy. Such a gaunt, unfeminine figure, and so tall. The strange movements, the strange looks, the abnormally large eyes on an unnaturally distorted face, the pointed ears. It's funny that she doesn't recognize that Erliette is an Eldar when she's a Slaanesh cultist. Like, girl, that would be a fantastic sacrifice. If you wish to speak with Erliette, you will find her outside in the orangery, most likely by the gazebo. She prefers to keep her distance from others. What's happening on the planet? Several months ago, uprisings broke out on Janus. I was not even notified at first. Griping worms are for wardens to worry about. Alas, I only learned of what was happening after the miscreants began targeting noble families. And then it became apparent that what the Administratum's accounts had referred to as unrest were in fact organized attacks on infrastructure and society leaders. They have already brought 13 agri-complexes to a halt, and have now moved on to assassination attempts. My wardens are doggedly tracking down the rebels, but their leaders are slipping from our grasp yet again. Can Janus fulfill its foodstuff supplies under current conditions? I risk angering you, your ladyship, but this is nothing compared to shamelessly deceiving you. Yeah? Is it? Let us consider the situation dispassionately. Even the most talented logistic experts of the Administratum are unable to guarantee stable ties when shuttles are wary of landing at the spaceport, and the terrified peasants are indulging a dangerous minority within their ranks. Until the usual order of things is restored on Janus, any trade is nigh impossible. Considering what has occurred, your visit is a true blessing. You see, Janus does not have its own fleet. We could organize a planet-wide search if we had ships at our disposal. Ships like yours, your ladyship. Perhaps you will find a way to support your subjects in their hour of need. I'm sure even approximate coordinates would be sufficient to have the ground forces and ship's crew working together to hunt down the enemy. I will get to the bottom of this. I'm sure the rebels will have something to say to the mistress of their world. I am immeasurably grateful for your assistance, your ladyship. If any of those who attacked the estate had survived, then perhaps they could have been a valuable source of information, but you made an example of them for the rest of the foolish rabble. Incidentally, I did overhear the wardens talking about some kind of stranger in the area. Besides that, we still do not know who let those reprobates into the estate. The person who did it might also know something. I, as well as my retinue, are at your service. My secretary is checking the staff as we speak and removing all traces of the attack from the estate. An esteemed Magos, who is responsible for agronomic efforts on the planet, is also here. He happened to be visiting this week to deliver his personal report. And of course, there is my aide in the war against the rebels, Iliette. I have no doubt she will be delighted to share her knowledge of Janus with you, your ladyship. Who is this person standing next to you? One of my ladies-in-waiting, Amelia. An astonishingly normal name for Warhammer. Amelia performs secretarial duties and helps me to remain in constant contact with those families who are most responsible for the productivity and prosperity of Janus. I trust my advisors implicitly, and over time, Amelia has become not merely a faithful companion, but also my shadow. Losing her would be like losing my right hand. I must take my leave. Okay, we'll work our way around the estate and maybe end with talking to Iliette?
That
sounds good to
I
me.
am registering a significant quantity of non-essential self-harm inflicted by this unit. Requesting clarification.
You reshape your body so that it may reflect the depth of your devotion. So too do I reshape mine. The scars on my skin become prayers, and my every torment turns into zeal.
I used to have Toy Box installed, and I had the little thing ticked where I completely lost my... Oh! I had the little option ticked,
I hope we have time
for
to
it
sample
to-
the local libations. I have heard rave reviews of Janus's distilleries.
Everyone's just having banters, apparently.
Dreaming of feasting in a time of plague? True to form as ever, Mistress Hedari.
Anyway, if people are done interrupting me... I used to have Toy Box installed, and I had the option ticked for it to consider all your companions with you all the time. So people would start banters, but then the other person wouldn't actually be in the party, so it wouldn't play the other half of the banter. Lex Mechanic Vinzilex. The series of sounds issued by Vinzelex sounds much longer and much more deferential than those of Pascal. Tell me about Janus. The planet's soil possesses a unique composition suitable for the re-engineering of the planet and the mass production of foodstuffs. Significant cultivation of the Eastern Hemisphere with the aim of improving production processes and logistics operations. Traces of xenoactivity that do not pose an immediate threat to ongoing operations. Undesirable pathologies of flora and fauna have been noted, which may pose a threat in the short term. What traces of xenoactivity? According to data obtained during the initial survey, ruined structures of non-human origin were noted in different sectors of the planet, but I did not have the administrative capacity to study them in more detail. For now, I must defer the quest for knowledge. But what pathologies in the flora and fauna? Genetic and chemical pathologies, your ladyship. Harmless species mutate and become aggressive, while plants change their chemical composition and become poisonous. This is happening more and more often, and if no action is taken, the ecosystem of the world will be irreparably disrupted. Not at all, Venerable Magos. Our tech comrades from the Magos Biologis are humble workers, not warriors. They could not have come up with a thought of such militant nature. How is the governor dealing with undesirable pathologies? I have analyzed the genome of the affected species, and I am currently developing suppressor genes to make the planet's organisms resistant to pathology, but so far I have not been able to solve the problem. Further exploration of the planet would perhaps speed up these processes, but the administrative apparatus has imposed a ban on expeditions that are not directly aimed at improving production. Alright. That's interesting. We'll speak later. Let's go look into... There's a guy in the... this building over here, if I'm not... No, that's the...
Indeed. I have not seen many places that flaunt such luxury. If you were to scrape all the gilding from every temple on Footfall, it would still be less than there is here.
Do the masters of this place deserve such honor? Are they the chosen servants of the Undying One? Or do they glorify themselves rather than him?
I think it's a secret third option, Kibella.
I tread a path unexplored.
Your ladyship, please do not stray too close to the building. One of the terrorists from today's attack has holed himself up in there. He could be dangerous. What's going on here? Ready to report, your ladyship. We conducted a sweep of the area after the attack. All of the assassins were arrested or neutralized except for one. He sealed himself inside. He already injured 2 wardens who tried to reach him, but there's no need to worry. We'll poison him and clear the last dregs of dirt from the estate. He's so protective. I love him so much. Why are we poisoning this man like a fucking rat? I bet he is having a rotten day. You're going to poison the rebel? Well, let's talk to him. I want to solve this problem without too much blood or fuss. Okay, I'm gonna save in case I fuck this up. I am Alicia, Rogue Trader and Sovereign of this planet. In the name of the Emperor, open this door. Let's examine the door, actually, first. The door looks solid and formidable, but you notice dark marks on the hinges, a sure sign that the material is degraded. The lock doesn't look new either. With a suitable tool, it could easily be opened. Yeah, let's try the coercion option. Oh, shit! Oh, I peaked the audio really bad there. Whoopsie. Sorry about that. It really is you. Your ladyship, have mercy. You are the sovereign of this planet. Only you have the power to save us. Save you from what? From Governor Wyatt. Everyone here knows what she's doing to us. We've put up with it for a long time, hoping that somebody would intervene and help us, but nobody ever did. She's turned the whole world... There's a plane going over. Are you done? Okay. She's turned the whole world into a slaughterhouse. People are rounded up like groks from the settlements, supposedly to go to the palace, and they're never seen again. Her servants pour something over the fields, and then people lose their minds. They start hearing voices and seeing evil spirits. And while we're dying, she's sitting behind her white walls and feasting on our bones. Oh, shit! Maybe it's the same plane. I know that's not possible. It's a joke. People are seeing evil spirits. Yes, others are going feral and attacking their loved ones, and then there's... people say that in some settlements, well, they've stopped upholding the law altogether. Imperial law and the law of basic human decency. And people are turning into animals. Who's behind the rebels? Your ladyship, I beg you, don't ask me that. I can't sell out my brethren. It's over for me, but the others, I won't betray them. There will be no end to the war on this planet until I get a handle on this situation. But to do that, I need to meet with your leader. As long as you keep your word. I've never been in their camp. None of us have. Only the chief saw one person from their base. He came a few times, bringing weapons and orders. He said he represented a greater force than we could imagine, and he said that the governor's dogs will pay for the reprisals in the settlements. But that's not where they're hidden. They keep their distance from ordinary folks. We have it all worked out, so that if anyone gets caught, the others aren't caught with them. But I swiped the chief's Vox. I thought after I killed the governor, I could use the message coordinates to find the base and hide out there. And that's everything I know, your ladyship. Oh, let's save him. Let's spare him. Your ladyship, thank you. Thank you for this kindness. I never thought I'd survive this. Yes, fair trial. Dogmatic, fair trial. And then... yeah. This is a Slaanesh planet, so... things will start getting into Alicia's head here, probably. It's 5 to 8, so we'll probably wrap up soon. And I'll save meeting Earliet for next time. Okay, bye, Riley. we can go over here and see the guy who poisons himself. This guy. It's you, your ladyship. The God Emperor must have brought you here. I beg you, help the rebels and save Janus. Nerve toxin. Uh-oh. No antidote. Uh-oh. What did you inject yourself? No. Let's, you help the rebels gain access to the estate? Could I have done otherwise? I could not. Not after everything I've seen in the palace. People being shipped in and tortured, servants being driven mad. For a long time I thought it was only going on inside the estate, but when I was contacted by people on the outside, I learned that all of Janus is under threat. Only your mercy and the light of the God Emperor can save us. What did you inject yourself with? Deliverance from what Viet's dogs would do to me if they caught me. Say whatever it is you want to say, and be quick about it. Show mercy on the humble workers, the salt of Janus. Save them. Vistenza Viet, the untouchable governor and leader of the nobility, is creating something monstrous behind closed doors. She uses the Imperium's interest as a smokescreen and purports to be a scholar, but her actions are poisoning our planet. Did you know that the settlements that fail to pay their due tithes on time have been allowed to pay with people instead? They even deliver them to order. Sometimes old folks, sometimes children. I've seen those people. I've seen them being delivered to the estate, and then they're never seen or heard from again. They go into the secret rooms and they don't come out again, your ladyship. Ever. I will keep your secret. All right. I think.
Powers
actually, hold on.
My path.
I think there's one more person we can talk to. Before we head over to see Earliet. Yes, this guy. An administratum guy. Preserve the record of our conversation forever. What record of our conversation? A strange hobby, but you may continue. What do you think of Vistenza Viet? A superb leader, she possesses an excellent grasp of all matters and never uses an incorrect form for a given situation. I do not pry into her personal affairs, but if I may speak plainly, a lady who fills out paperwork with such finesse cannot be a bad person, in my view. What do you have to say about the governor's helper, Earliet? To be honest, your ladyship, I find her presence most distressing. Of course, I would never gainsay the wisdom of the governor, who, if not she, could perceive the true worth of a person, even if that person is a mutant. Moreover, Earliet's particular abilities could be an interesting subject of study for the Magos Biologists. That elongated head shape, those eyes. Judging by the skull that was given to me to send on to Footfall, such developmental abnormalities on Janus are not a quirk of nature, but some kind of inheritable trait. What skull are you talking about? A most remarkable item, I must say, a true anomaly. One moment. Here it is. I believe the finished piece was intended to be given as a gift to the governor, but under the current circumstances, I doubt I will be able to send it over to Footfall anytime soon. A curiosity like this would look very nice on my desk. Yay! We got a skull! What's happening on Janus? The rebellions have caused us too many problems in recent times. Pocket skull! The rebels are interfering with established processes, interrupting supplies, sabotaging the serfs' work. A few nobles have even been killed, and worst of all, some of the victims occupied important administrative posts. Until their replacements pass their checks, complete all their induction forms, and go through the official appointment procedure, important paperwork is going unsigned. It's a bureaucratic catastrophe. Alright. We'll finish talking to this guy next time, and then we'll go and meet Earliette. And then we will continue on with everything on Janus. So I will see you all next Saturday. Or on Monday, if that is when I next see you. Bye-bye.